Hi, welcome to the LGBTQ review with me, James, and this is Beth. Today we're reviewing Handsome Devil.
I was in boarding school, in the middle of nowhere. Everyone at Woodhill College was obsessed with rugby. And I didn't hate rugby, but what happened if you didn't love it? I was persecuted daily.
Press fast forward, press rewind. Either way, I just don't wanna be here right now.
That's the guy who changed everything.
Irish comedy drama written and directed by John Bulter. The film follows Ned, who's a teenage boy, and his mother died and his father got a new girlfriend. For some reason that meant that he had to be sent to boarding school, which he absolutely hates because the boarding school is obsessed with rugby. Just rugby, not all sport, which I found strange because only 15 people can play rugby at a time. He hates it because he likes music and not rugby, and everybody calls him gay, which he explains the word at the beginning to just mean bad, which I'm sure we'll come back to. He gets a room by himself because everybody beats him up, and then he gets this new roommate called Cameron who had to leave his old school for fighting. Why would you put the boy that had to leave his other school for fighting in a room with a boy that keeps being beaten up? And then their relationship develops. Oh, the kid that moves in as well, he's like super good at rugby. Like the best at rugby. So all the lads like him. And also Andrew Scott is there, being an English teacher.
As much as the film tries to make you like Ned, I just don't like him. I don't think he's I don't know what it is about him. I just find him quite, I don't know, just like meh. Just not into him as a protagonist whatsoever.
I didn't mind Ned, I quite liked him. I quite enjoyed the narration, I thought that was fine. It's just the style of film, isn't it? It's the indie style. It really reminded me of the 2014 film God Help the Girl by Belle and Sebastian. The style and the aesthetic is the same.
Yeah, I don't know, I like that film a lot more than this one. Like, I really like the film, I liked it a lot, but that, for whatever reason, I just didn't like the voiceover, but like there's so many films, coming of age films, that use voiceover and things. I don't know, this one, maybe it's because I've seen a few recently, but this one just stuck out kind of like mediocre, I don't know. I think there's better stuff in the film than that. Like his performance didn't carry it for me, I think. Or like that character at least. He was very good.
He won an award at the San Diego Independent Film Festival.
Is it set in just modern day?
I think so, but they don't have phones.
Yeah, in this, there are no phones and he's got like a suede poster up.
No, he just likes that.
But he likes old music, referencing to like the Buzzcocks, and he's got like Boomtown Rats poster and things. But then you like see cars, which I'm pretty sure are just like modern cars. Yeah, so maybe it's like purposely like supposed to be era-less.
Yeah. Maybe it's like Sex Education, the Netflix series. That does that quite well. I mean, I don't think it matters. It doesn't take anything away or...
No, it doesn't. It's just like, I couldn't quite place it. Yeah.
So the music was by John McPhillips. And it featured artists such as the House Martins, the Undertones, and Rufus Wainwright. It was great. I liked it very much.
Are there any female characters in this apart from the mum? Like, I'm pretty sure it's her and then two female fans that give him a
Well, I've
t-shirt.
never been to Ireland. Have you been to Ireland? Perhaps there are no women. Although we do watch Derry Girls, so
That's great, I love that.
Cameron's mum as well is in it for like a brief second at the beginning, which is fine. It's a boys'
Yeah, I mean it is.
school.
Yeah, it's set in a boarding school.
Rife for gay films, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bit at the beginning where in the voiceover he talks about using the word gay to mean like bad or just rubbish or whatever. I forgot that they had that because when they did that, I thought, oh, this is going to come back around. This is going to be something that is like explored or he's proved wrong. In terms of just like the use of the word, it's never really dealt with again, is it?
I don't think so. The character growth is still very embedded in subtext. Well, I guess they're teenagers. But even so, even Andrew Scott, he has the most overt character growth, and he's a side character.
You spend your whole life being someone else. Who's going to be you?
I agree. He's seen the most, I don't know if it's just because I like the actor and he's a very good actor, but he seemed like the most interesting character for like depth and has a lot of like, I guess like subtext to him or like there's a lot going on there. But that just could be him because like he's very...
Yeah, I also don't know if it's easier to relate to him because of how old we are.
Sure, yeah.
So, like, because he's like, just be who you are, don't use anybody else's voice, and yet still hides his boyfriend. He's not open about his sexuality, within the faculty. I really enjoy the little epiphanies when it's like, here is a good person doing something good and saying you should all do good things, and then they're suddenly like, oh shit, I'm doing my good thing wrong. Like, actually I'm a hypocrite. I like that, that's good. That's very accurate to life, I think.
What do you think of the headmaster character? I thought he was going to be more interesting than he was. I thought there was going to be something.
I thought he was going to come out.
Yeah,
at the end.
that's what I thought was going to
But
happen. Yeah. Or something, or like he had a son or something. There's going to be something, some sort of
He was
development.
the good man in the storm, though, right?
Right.
Right. Unchanging. No wants or needs. Absolutely useless. Could have been a chair.
Yeah.
But
He's like in his own world of what they all are of like loving rugby more than education or like safety of students.
yep.
So he like glosses over the fact that Ned's been punched, and there's like lots of things happening around the school. Like that kid's apparently put himself in a trash.
It'd have been.
Yeah, a bin. And then there's the bit with Dan and him on the train when they're going to the game, like the final match. And Dan's like, not everyone cares about rugby.
Oh, I've got the quote. Some boys don't play rugby. What about those boys? Very
Yeah.
good. I like that a lot.
Yeah, really, really good bit. So at that point you think, oh, okay, this guy's going to wake up to these other things that are happening with these other kids who aren't on the team. But he doesn't really get any more screen time after that. It's just that one scene where Dan introduces his partner to him.
That was great.
Which is great.
Loved that. I just like how
It's a bit of a
like
thing.
useless. I love useless gay characters.
Yeah,
Useless queer characters it's my thing.
That,
I love it. And he was
Yeah.
he was like, I'm doing a good thing, but also I'm useless about it. Perfect.
And he had a great reaction, which was just like he was like shocked, but like kind of accepting.
Because also he definitely must have known. So it wasn't like it's not a surprise. It's
Because
just
there's
oh, you said it out loud. Right.
There's a scene earlier with the headmaster and the coach, and the coach is insinuating a lot, and he's like, if you have something to say it, don't insinuate it, which is a great line. And I don't think it was that line, it's like something like that. So there you think, oh yeah, he knows what's going on, and he's making sure that, you know, they're not getting, I don't know, what am I saying? Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. No.
Okay.
See, that's when it would have been really interesting to know when it was set. The rugby team have to choose between the like bigoted coach and then the star rugby player who's the only hope of them winning the game that it's half time, they're losing. They have one hope at winning, and it's this boy, and the coach is like, well, he can't play, and then they each go and stand next to him, which is like a lovely moment, but they are choosing to win rugby. They're like, well, he's gay, but he's really good at rugby, so I'm choosing to win rugby. After that bit is when they would accept him as a person, because that's not them accepting him as a person, right? That's teenage boys going, let's win rugby.
Yeah,
But
I think
all
they try and get around that because the coach says, I'll forfeit this match, I'll do that. The filmmaker's trying to set up the stakes, is it doesn't matter even if they all agreed for him to play, that they would lose anyway, so it's like them trying to have some sort of moral victory. But I think it's so like throw away and it's not.
Yeah, and also that doesn't happen, so
What do you mean?
pointless that line.
Oh, because he
Because
doesn't.
they all
he doesn't.
choose him and he
Yeah.
doesn't forfeit the match.
I loved seeing the guy from My Hero. That was fun.
That was good. Death in Paradise, Father Ted.
I really liked it actually when he confronted the headmaster with his son's Ned,
Yeah.
his eye.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, that's great, but what happened to his eye? I feel like that is what would happen.
You'd be like, congratulations, you've written a parent. I really like that it's not a love story, like it's just a coming of age story.
Yeah.
Because we don't get that very much in the queer community. So, what would you rate it? Rating?
I would rate it 3.8 out of 5 rugby balls.
Classic. 4 mullets.
4 mullets.
Because that's another confusing thing about what era it's set in. That boy has a mullet, but he's the only one. Is it just because it looks good under the rugby helmet? Because it does. So it's the only time a mullet looks good. No, I don't hate a mullet.
Thank you for watching. This has been the LGBTQ review. Follow us on Twitter at LGBTQ_review. Like and subscribe, leave your comments and recommendations.
Yes, and thank you for all your recommendations that we've got recently. We've got a few, and they're really good, and we will look into it.
Bye.
Bye!